Frimley School's a contributing school on the west side of Hastings in Here Taonga, Te Matawa Maui. We've got about 530 children. The majority of our learners are Māori, but we have a veritable United Nations sitting alongside them. And while we'd been working incredibly hard in the traditional areas of making a difference in reading, writing and mathematics, that had plateaued. And so that led us to think about culturally responsive teaching and a place-based curriculum.
A place-based curriculum that we bring into the learning in our classrooms through reading, writing and maths, science, social studies, health and PE, oral language, technology, that threads through all those learning areas.
Let's say the names that we know.
The Treasure of Tangaroa.
Pūtātara in Samoa.
Their approach to teaching, their intention, their deliberateness in what they were doing, that would enable children to feel comfortable being them.
Who would like to try first? Who's going to try? Oh, wow, you surprised me and I think you got a bigger surprise.
Every term we have a theme drawn from our place-based curriculum. So if the pepeha link is kahanunu, the tipuna, then we're wanting our teachers to be thinking about kahanunu, the rangatira, and to be thinking about what are the pūrākau that will be relevant, that will help lead their learners into what might be the conceptual part of the curriculum.
So what did Kahununu need to do?
Go in the water and get power.
Yeah, he needed to go and get some power for the villagers.
Every week, all our teachers are part of Te Reo Rupu, and they meet before school. They have about half an hour. And in that time, they are really active participants. So they will have a role. They might be leading the mihi, they might be opening the hui with karakia.
Te ako, te Māori, tēnei ata.
Then we'll be pulling apart some of the new kupu. We'll be trying to get the real richness that there is in Te Reo Māori.
Haere, haere.
Every teacher has a reo goal that they're focusing on and developing throughout the term. So we're learning our reo through their pepeha and their mihi.
So mātou is...
If me, you and Lauren
Yeah.
were hanging out, we wanted to talk to them, we would say mātou, mātou.
We have staff waiata, yep. So once a week, one morning tea, we dedicate that to learning the Ngāti Kahungunu anthems. That's our mana whenua, and that's part of our place-based curriculum. At the beginning of the year, we do our teacher-only days. We don't do them at kura anymore, or in a staff room. We do them at our marae haungaria, where we have all our staff come and be a part of the noho. So they come, live, breathe, see, hear and feel our reo and tikanga being upheld. So it's putting them into, challenging them to be put into a space where they're feeling uncomfortable, but we need to bring alive that language, culture and that identity, and you can't do it in a staff room or in the school.
That meant that we had to unpack the Māori metaphors for teaching, wānanga, aho, whakapapa, etc. The pūrākau that our teachers here builds their knowledge which they take back and use to help unpack other aspects of our place-based curriculum. And the marae is a unique place for learning, so you can be learning about rāranga, you can be learning about tukutuku, you can be integrating those art forms into your art learning experience in the art curriculum. You can be outside playing kimu, doing your physical education, your physical activity. You can be planning the meals that you're going to have, that you're going to cook while you're there.
The po's name is Te Wao Tapanui, and when I come into school, I usually just walk and see him, and I love singing waitas to him too, and doing the haka. I usually mihi to him sometimes.
The other purpose of the po was that I wanted our tamariki to realise that that art And whakairo, carving, was something that was a process. It took time. And so I wanted them to see that, that grow and develop from a rākau, and to be able to come and see and visit that every week over those 20 weeks and realise that it was an art form. And for our teachers and for our tamariki, it's a place that they can go back to for all sorts of learning, whether it's migration, linking into our Takatimu theme, the whales, or the migration of the tuna and the Pātiki up the Awa, or if they're looking at the rākau in preparation for a trip out into the Ngāhere, the different seeds and flowers that are on the pou there, or if they're thinking about importance of manu as kaitiaki, they can look at the role of the kiriru as the forest provider. There's so many stories, there's so much mātauranga Māori that's in the pou.
He haere tonu, it's an ongoing journey, but you know what they've been able to achieve so our kids feel good about who they are, they feel normal about who they are, they feel happy about who they are. That's miharo for us as parents.
That will draw our story to an end.